Hey guys, this is Reese, and today I'm going to show you how you get a 2 or above KD in Call of Duty Black Ops. So first off, you're going to want to start off with a really good gun, something accurate, something high rate of fire. Scorpion would be good. Now attachments, you don't need those. They weigh your gun down and don't do anything. What you really need is some awesome camo, usually at the bottom, because that's where all the good stuff is. It's always at the bottom of the screen. Clan tag and emblem are definitely necessary. Because those actually help kill people. Then for your secondary, you're going to want something that kills people for sure. Storella works good, but in this case, I think I just go with a ballistic knife. Those work great, man. Those are super accurate, and they shoot perfectly straight. They don't arc whatsoever. So once you've gone ahead and chosen that, you're going to go with your lethal grenade. You're going to want a tomahawk so that you can kill people easier, because those things go through walls, literally. Of course, you're going to want something to poison the enemy. That's a Willy Petey. It's basically Nova gas. And then you're going to want to choose something that'll really help you out, and I'm going to think it's a tack insert. Yeah, tack insert works great. You want to place that down right in front of where someone will see it easily, especially if you get killed recently. You want to get killed right near that tack insert where they can see it. And then next, you're probably going to want lightweight, so you can run really, really fast around corners. Running fast around corners is probably the best thing, because it really surprises them, because they look at you and they're like, oh, someone's running at me. They panic and they just shoot everywhere. They spray. It's a mess. And then you're going to want Warlord, because that is a cool name for a class. And then you're going to want a Second Chance Pro. Now, the reason you want this is so that you could valiantly kill yourself and keep the enemy from getting a kill, because as we all know, if you kill yourself in last stand, the enemy doesn't get that kill for themselves. It doesn't count. Then you're going to want to go with really high kill streaks, because you're going to be so good you'll be able to reach all of them. Trust me about this. And then you're probably going to want to find a match in free-for-all. That works awesome almost every time, because you're going to be better than everyone in there, alright? And you're going to want to start a game that's already got someone really good in it, that's just dominating everyone and already has kill streaks in the sky, because that's always a good sign. That means you're going to win. And once you join in the middle of the game that is hopelessly being demolished by kill streaks the enemy already has, you're going to want to mute everyone. That reason is secret. I'll tell you guys that later. Then, once you start, you're going to run really fast around corners, upstairs, everywhere, pretty much. And you want to make sure to fire from the hip as much as you can and get stuck on items as you run, because we all know that helps. And turn around. See those red dots? That's telling you where the enemy isn't. So spinning and 360ing with a machine gun is always a really good idea, because you're guaranteed going to kill them if they're around you. Then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure to chase people around corners if they get away, especially if you're out of ammo. You're going to want to run around those corners really fast, and even if you're out of ammo, your best bet is going to be just try to follow them really closely, but give them enough time so that they heal when they go around those corners. Then you're going to call your kill streaks off the map. Now, the secret for this is to put fear into their hearts, because they don't know where it's going to land anytime. And it just terrifies them, because when they don't see the fire, they think, when is it going to land? When in fact, it will never land, because you called it off the map. Now, when you have no ammo, you do not want to switch your guns out, because everyone knows if you take an enemy's gun, it may be booby-trapped and kill you, and in fact, most of the guns in this game are. And keep in mind, get stuck on a lot of objects that are very obvious. And then if you see someone getting shot at, you want to throw badly. You want to throw your tomahawk at their feet, and then you're going to try to miss them whilst in last stand. Then you're going to want to shoot at the floor or those decoys that you see. Make sure to shoot at those. That always really helps, because you want to make sure that the decoys are not grenades, because grenades, as we all know, blow up when you shoot them. And if you shoot a decoy, they do not blow up. So you got to make sure of that. And don't worry, it won't alert the enemy where you are. Also, when you go out in the open, you want to walk really slow and make sure not to stand in cover. And when you're walking really slow and hip firing all the time, make sure not to check if there's a chopper gunner out. In fact, when there are chopper gunners out, you run faster in between buildings, even if you don't sprint. In fact, you can walk really slow and run faster in between buildings. It's also a really good idea to jump because that helps your aim and not check your corners whatsoever. Alright guys, so the game's over, and I hope you guys have learned about this way to get a 2KD.